Hello, good evening everyone. It's Frank Brewer here. I'm the principal of Path Psychology and a clinical psychologist, and welcome to day 31 of the 90-day life chat. It's already 6 o'clock due to the daylight saving, and we're still 200 kilometers away from home, so we had definitely a lazy Sunday. Got up on time, but then breakfast took a while, and easy drive down here so far. So since it's still a little while to home, I thought I'd do the vlog rather earlier than later, and I would like to respond to a comment that received me through Facebook Messenger. So Kirsten said something about untimely deaths, and that birthdays can sort of keep reverberating and remind us about incidents or things in life that weren't really pleasant. In fact, rather traumatizing and shocking, and can leave us speechless. For instance, when you have the experience of a stillborn child, or an early death, an untimely death, children, it's usually pretty tough. And I would like to say, you and I, we know who we're talking about, but I think it's often a topic that is still a little bit taboo and not often talked about. And when I think about sort of decades back, it was probably even more frequent than it is today. So what I'd like to say is we need to be reminded that sort of trauma reaction really never completely stops, and that is entirely fine. We can live with that. It's not a problem as such. The perspective that I'd like to offer is, for instance, when you have a child that dies early in an accident, or could be a suicide, could be a stillborn child, it always counts as a family member. So my invitation to you would to give the child the place of that is due for the child. So for instance, if it was the first child, it is and remains the first child. If it is the second, then it is the second. So because when we do that, it's like the order is okay, yeah. And the following children, they feel a lot more safe because they know they are in the right spot. I hope that is that's clear what I'm trying to say, because when we're at the right spot, then we feel safe, yeah. And with every loss, I would say we need to let that person go, because and that means we need to sort of, I would describe it as a process of spiritual, it's a spiritual exercise, yeah. Forgetting as in not really forgetting, but as in leave it where it is and see it as an event of life. Because if you could ask that person what the person would suggest to you, more often than not, the person would say, "Hey, get on with life, and I'm fine here, so you don't always have to think about the deceased person." You know? So this is my invitation for everyone who's experienced difficult and untimely deaths, to really put that into perspective. Yeah, life isn't always what we expect it to be, and right, and we acknowledge then what is. Okay, so I know this is a little bit of a difficult or can be a bit of a heavy topic, but nevertheless we have all the right in the world to enjoy our free time, pastime, and enjoy the last hours of Sunday before we get back into the work week. So, alright, and I let you go, and I get back to you tomorrow for day 32 of the 90-day live chat. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.